สวัสดีค่ะสวัสดียามบ่ายนะคะสบายดีกันนะคะค่ะวันนี้ขออนุญาตเรียนเชิญต้อนรับสู่งานสัมมนา Bodwell High School จากเมือง North Vancouver ประเทศแคนาดาค่ะวันนี้เรามีแขกรับเชิญพิเศษค่ะมิสเตอร์ Terry นะคะจาก Bodwell High School ค่ะ Hello Terry
Hi, greetings from Bodwell High School. Very happy to be here in Thailand, as we usually are, with our great partners, Pacific Premier. Big thanks to them for all the support that they've provided, not just today, but over the years. My name is Terry, and I'm the Assistant Director of Student Recruitment at Bodwell. I'm here today just to talk a little bit about Bodwell High School and preparing your students and your children's future for university and beyond, helping them develop into global citizens, helping them really develop that independence and those life skills on top of course, a strong academic foundation for university. Bodwell is located in North Vancouver, and North Vancouver is just across the water from downtown Vancouver. It is situated in a beautiful neighborhood where the water's in front of us, downtown's in front of us, the mountains are right behind us. It's very easy to get around from Bodwell, be it whether the students want to walk to the C bus or there's a bus stop right in front of the school. It's just an absolutely wonderful location, located on the waterfront at the foothills of the three main mountains that are in Vancouver. Bodwell High School is a co-ed boarding school. Co-ed, the girls and the boys have separate dorms, but they're both on site. So the school is a little bit different than some other boarding schools. There's no travel between the dormitories and the school. We're located in the city, so it's a little bit different maybe than a traditional boarding school that may be out in the countryside or in a small city. This is located very, very close to downtown in a modern urban campus where students are living on site. It's a safe option for parents that are worried about their children coming, spending their first few years overseas. We, of course, have a community that lives right at the school. Our principal, our vice principal, one of the nurses, a number of other staff, they all live at the school where everybody eats and works and studies and plays together kind of under one roof. It really becomes a community, as I said. We really value that community that everybody living on one campus provides for student development. The boarding aspect also contains and has a component of life skills program, helping students manage their time, teaching them to communicate properly with others, teaching them how to take care of themselves. So this is a very, very valuable experience that students can learn before going to university, where they might just get thrown right into this. They can come and prep and kind of have a guided experience of what living on their own is like. And this is really the importance of a boarding program. And on the other side of the boarding program is the academic program. Our academic program runs from grade 8 to grade 12, grade 8, 9, and 10. We have the IB middle years program. That's middle years 3, 4, and 5. We believe it provides a strong foundation, a strong learning foundation for students to be able to be in that IB program, where the values of IB are very much aligned with Bodwell and its philosophies. Just about being global citizens, about really having a world view through education. And then grade 11 and 12 is the BC curriculum, where students can earn the Dogwood Diploma. That's the BC curriculum diploma. And we have advanced placement opportunities as well. That's the AP program, which is first year university credit that can be transferred. I think the academic programming is quite unique amongst high schools in Canada at large. We have different cohorts where we combine course content. Students can learn at an accelerated pace. We have a STEM academy where students can learn the academics of science, technology, engineering, and math courses in the day, and then in the evenings and right after school, we have a STEM lab for students to put what they're learning to the test, through real world projects, guided learning after school, as well as on weekends. Students are welcome to be in the STEM lab and work on their projects after school on the weekends. And being at the school and living at the school is a real advantage for those students that want to take the opportunity and take advantage of the facilities, to be working on these projects. And taking advantage of the facilities is not just with STEM. Combining academics and living means that students have access to all the facilities of a school all the time. Access to the library, access to things like the swimming pool, the gyms, the musical equipment. If they're studying and want to work on their musical endeavors after school, they have these opportunities. When you're living in one campus and you're there 24 hours a day, you can really take advantage of that. To help underline that or to support that, we have a co-curricular program of many, many, many different offerings, and these are programs that run after school and on Saturday mornings, where we're there to help support students in their interests, in their endeavors, in helping them remain productive all the time, in helping them and giving them opportunities to make good use of their time. We have everything from, in our co-curricular program, from sports teams to extra help to English support should they need that, volunteer opportunities, student government, clubs, and I mean, the list just goes on and on and on of all the opportunities that are available outside the academic day to the student all the time. So this is the real advantage of coming to Canada. Not only are you kind of learning in a Canadian education environment, but you're in a boarding environment where you can really 24 hours a day take advantage of what Bodwell has to offer. So I'd like to talk about just very quickly a few of the advantages that you would have coming to Bodwell, let's say, over some of the other options that may be available coming to Canada, and 6 very quick advantages we may have over some other schools. If we could, on the next slide. I think I've talked about being on campus and having those have when you live, right there at the school, having access to all the facilities, being around like-minded students, having sort of staff that help mentor all the time, and of course, for parents, important that children are supervised a lot. So these are all very important. The second advantage we would have is our academic programming, and that comes in the form of our cohorts, our STEM academies, really the academic foundation that we provide through the IB program, through AP credits for university preparation. I also did mention, I will mention our third advantage is our English transitional programming that we have, which means students can come and they can learn English at the same time as studying high school. They're not, shall we say, wasting time in an English program. They are learning English in a program that can also grant them credits, and they can work towards credits at the same time as learning English. So it ends up not delaying graduation. In fact, they grow, they learn, they earn credit all at the same time through a sort of a normal time frame high school experience. We do all of this because we have the fourth advantage here, which is a bit of an accelerated system. We do have 5 credits in each semester, as opposed to, say, the public school system where there are 4. We also have other advantages in the private school system of combining some course content so students can earn more credit, offering extra after school, combining courses in cohorts that we have, our STEM Academy. All of this can lead to an accelerated system. Students do have opportunities to earn more credits, graduate a little bit faster, and other opportunities. Advantage number 5 that Bodwell has is our counseling program. We have academic counselors that work with all of our students. Our academic counselors kind of act as the liaison between the family, the student, and the school. They help students select courses, counsel them on day-to-day problems, communicate with parents when there are challenges and need for parent discussion. They just do so much for the students. And some schools may have 1 or 2 counselor, and I believe we've got 6 or 7 that work with our students, very carefully helping them design a personal pathway that will help them achieve the results that they're looking for. And lastly, one real advantage of Bodwell is that we have a very large international student base. A large percentage of our students are international students, and what that does and what that allows for is for us to really customize all of the programming to help international students specifically. That might be academically by providing extra English help. We can provide more closer specialized university guidance because international students are held to different standards than, say, local students are. We can really ensure that a student's time is productive all the time. Our students don't necessarily have a lot of family and friends in the community that can help them achieve their volunteering hours, that can help tutor after school, that are there to answer questions about schoolwork all the time. So we provide that environment. Excellent. Lastly, I just want to very quickly tell and talk about our university results a little bit. All of this would be for nothing if we didn't have an end result or a purpose for all of this. And it eventuates at university. This is what our students are coming to us for university preparation. And our results, I think they speak for themselves. A very, very large percentage of our graduates are going to the top 5 schools in Canada as far as university. And they're not just going to universities in Canada, they're going to universities in the United States, the UK, the rest of Europe, Hong Kong, Australia, everywhere in the world. We're receiving offers for our students, and not just offers, but that's being backed up with scholarships as well. And I think that this is a real game changer for students looking to come to university, which is to say that a boarding school and university prep up front, there is sort of cost to it, and there's it is an investment in the student's future, and we aim to help the student by having that pay off in the long run. I think last year our graduates secured about 5 million Canadian dollars worth of scholarship that was offered by universities, and for us, this is the real result for students when they can come to Bodwell, and because Bodwell is recognized by these universities, because our transcripts are trusted, because of our articulation agreements we have with many universities, they offer our students top scholarships to attend their schools. Again, securing about $5 million worth of scholarship last year alone. And that's not donated scholarship. That's not, scholarship that's set up in our funds or with our funds. No, these are scholarships that are offered by the university to our students. I would like to thank everybody for taking the time. I know it's just a very quick briefing on Bodwell. I would certainly like to be here to answer your questions at any time. And in my stead, Pacific Premier is here to answer your questions. Our partners, Pacific Premier, know Bodwell very well. They have been to the campus. They have worked with us for a number of years. So I certainly encourage, if you want to hear more, if you want to, talk to me directly, by all means, please contact Pacific Premier, and we can definitely have any questions you have answered.
Thank you very much Mr. Terry ค่ะขอบคุณมากๆนะคะสำหรับทุกท่านที่ติดตามไลฟ์สดวันนี้นะคะก็หวังเป็นอย่างยิ่งว่านะคะน้องๆจะได้รับข้อมูลดีเยี่ยมเลยนะคะเกี่ยวกับ Bodwel High School ค่ะสำคัญที่สุดเลยนะคะค่าเล่าเรียนไม่แพงนะคะก็ประมาณ 32,000 เหรียญนะคะแล้วก็ Residence Fee นะคะไม่แพงประมาณ 24,000 เหรียญค่ะถ้าน้องๆท่านไหนต้องการทราบข้อมูลเพิ่มเติมนะคะสามารถติดต่อพี่ได้นะคะที่ Line @Pacific Premier ค่ะโทร 085-658-7000 นะคะและอย่าลืมแจ้งนะคะว่าสนใจนะคะรับโปรโมชั่นฟรีค่าสมัครสำหรับนักเรียน Pacific Premier ด้วยนะคะยินดีพร้อมบริการค่ะ Bodwel นะคะมี Key Intake เริ่มได้ที่ September Intake นะคะแล้วก็จะมี February Intake ค่ะแล้วก็เริ่มตั้งแต่ Grade 8 นะคะถึง Grade 12 เพราะฉะนั้นน้องๆสามารถเริ่มได้เลยนะคะสำคัญที่สุดเลย Bodwel อยู่ที่ North Vancouver ดังนั้น Location คือ Perfect Location นะคะก็คือบาลานซ์ระหว่างความเป็นเมืองระหว่างความเป็นธรรมชาติราคาก็ประหยัดนะคะถ้าต้องการข้ามนะคะเข้ามาที่ Vancouver ก็สามารถนั่งบัสก็ได้หรือว่าสามารถข้ามด้วย Sea Bus ก็ได้นะคะพี่ๆทีมงานยินดีพร้อมบริการออฟฟิศเราจะอยู่ที่ Vancouver นะคะแล้วก็พี่ๆทีมงานประจำมา19ปีแล้วค่ะยินดีแล้วก็พร้อมบริการนะคะค่ะยังไงวันนี้ขอบคุณทุกท่านมากๆเลยนะคะแล้วก็ Have a nice day ค่ะ See you in Canada บ๊ายบาย
Bye bye
บ๊ายบายขอบคุณค่ะสวัสดีค่ะขอบคุณค่ะบ๊ายบายขอบคุณค่ะ